everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Spring Porter with Spring Solutions LLC. In this video, I thought it would be important to discuss the importance of redaction of documents and certain information. You always hear about these big data breaches with large corporations, and they leave, personal information of the public out for everyone to see. And that happens a lot. You don't want to be one of those companies that allows that to happen. And we'll talk about that in this video. If you're interested, please stay tuned. Please note that I am not an attorney. This information is not indicated as legal advice. So why is it important to redact? Basically, it protects sensitive information, and we'll cover what sensitive information is. You probably have an idea, and it's not a complete list that's on here. I'm sure you could probably think of other things that should be on here as well, but this sort of pertains to asset recovery agents. Another thing of why you should do this, you're able to share documentation without exposing sensitive information. So let's say me, for example, I'm a coach, I'm a teacher, I'm an online teacher, and I'm showing you my findings for the videos and the deals that I've gotten. I've always had to redact certain information. So the case number you may not be able to see fully, the client's name and address. And even though we can search for those things on True People Search, and there is a lot of information out already online, you have to be careful where you're showing it. And you can't expose your client's information for everyone to see. And that's why you always see me redacting certain things. Especially for you as an asset locator, if you have a company, you're marketing yourself to other people that want to work with you. I know it's important to maybe show your findings and show, what you were able to recover for other people. If you're doing that and you have a website, always redact, redact, redact. Right? Certain payment information, you may see a partial social security number or something on there from your client. You want to always redact that information if you're sharing your checks and your payments that you receive. And what am I talking about? Also sensitive information. Again, not a complete list, but obviously social security numbers, EIN numbers, your personal information is also going to be out there when you're submitting documentation to the court. That's why I always say it's important to maybe have an LLC, so you kind of have a second layer of protection. So you have like a PO box and maybe a work number, and it's not so exposed with all of your personal information out there for the world to see. Name of minors is something, I don't know why you would have the name of a minor, but again, PACER has a lot of documents. I have not covered the whole bankruptcy petition because it's not really necessary to do unclaimed funds, but if you dig deep enough, you will see employment information, pay stubs, you'll see the names of kids, ages, date of births. You don't need to have all that information. Financial account numbers, date of births and deaths. When you're dealing with deceased claims, you're going to get a death certificate. You may not want to save that in your CRM and have that, on your phone or on your computer. Once you get what you need and you're able to make a copy and send it to the court, you may want to delete those things, personal information. Passport, driver's license number, medical records, employment records, maybe full-on case numbers. Those are things that shouldn't be open and leaving your client exposed to God knows what. So just make sure you're taking care and you're redacting that information. And how are you doing that? You can invest in a shredder. They're not that much. You can go to Office Depot, get like a medium, small size one for less than 30 bucks. ID, death certificates, and deeds, certain information, just shred those. I know that for a fact I've had clients, maybe they forget again to give me certain information when I'm asking, to work with them on a deal, and they may send it to me in a text message or an email. Once I get what I need, I delete their information. You don't need to have all these things stored. And make sure you use Word and Adobe. You have certain ways that you can block and add blocks of letters and maybe scratch out certain information, or you can just take it old school and print it, scratch things off with a Sharpie, and then you can save things in your CRM, or you can upload it on your website so that others can see, what you were able to get from a deal. So yeah, make sure you limit the information you're saving in your CRM. You can save the full application and all the documents just for your own records. Keep in mind, PACER and the court is also going to have a copy of that as well. But you don't necessarily need to keep the ID of your client, the death certificate, and all that personal information. That was supposed to just go to the court. You can keep everything else, but personal information with deeds and that type of thing, you may want to just shred that. You don't need to have that information exposing them to God knows what. All right, and so also limit information again. So you want to limit the information also that you're putting on your websites. Again, I have to keep reiterating that. So make sure that you have a Sharpie if you don't know how to use Adobe and Word to block out certain things with blocks of shapes, block out that information, limit what you're saving in your CRM. All right. So I hope that this information is helpful to those. And just a reminder to do that. Also, if you're a student of mine and you get deals and you're screenshotting me the checks and things like that, just know that I automatically I'm gonna redact, but you should get in the habit of doing that too. So if you're screenshotting me your bank statements with your credits and the deposits that you've received from those deals, go ahead and block out that information. Just get in the habit of doing that naturally. And then also in your emails too. So if you're attaching those things in your email, again, that personal information is still there. Make sure that before you email it to me, you're doing that as well. Just get into the habit of doing that all the way around so that we can be on the opposite side of, giving this personal information out. And we walk a fine line as an asset locator. It's pretty difficult. People are going to be giving you information so that you can claim things on their behalf. You want to make sure that you're taking care of their information as well, not just receiving the money and giving it to them. That is the ultimate goal, but you want to do it in a safe way. All right. So I hope that this is helpful. Please stay tuned if you're interested in my channel. If you have any questions, please email me, springsolutionsllc@gmail.com. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.